in. My first live stream since returning home to the States. And so I want to discuss the trip a little bit, and mostly talk about the trip, but also talk about my me traveling back. But before I get into that, I want to say I want to give my thoughts and prayers to the people that were affected by the hurricane in Jamaica. You know, so yeah, it was a lot of people. It was some people who didn't evacuate, and there was some that couldn't probably evacuate. But nevertheless, my thoughts and prayers go to the ones who were affected by this. Very unfortunate event. And yeah, out there in the Caribbean, out there in those islands, they're very hurricane prone. So, it's just unfortunate that happened like that. It was Hurricane Melissa. Shout out to those who made any type of relief efforts and helping those victims affected, and hopefully they can rebuild as swiftly as they possibly can, or as whatever pace they rebuild. Hopefully they can rebuild and get back on their feet after this catastrophic event. What up, Callie? My boy Sea Life in the building. What's going on, brother? How you doing today? Brother Sea Life in the building, and I'm good, man. I'm back in the States. Just recovering from this long trip. I had to take multiple planes. Yeah, definitely prayers to Jamrock for sure. Definitely prayers to Jamrock. I've been a couple of times to Jamaica, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself both times I went. Jose Jr. in the building says hi. Welcome to the live stream, Jose. Thanks for tuning in. And for those just coming into the live stream, make sure you tap that like button. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all hit that like button. It's free. Don't cost a thing. It's a double tap of the screen or one click of the mouse. That's all it takes. I appreciate you guys for coming in. But make sure you hit that like button. Much appreciated. Yeah, but yeah, man, the flight, Sea Life, it was, about coming back. The flight didn't seem like it wasn't as long coming back as it was going there. Like the flight coming back was like 11 hours. But I had to go through customs again. Traveling international is a hassle. I mean, don't get it twisted. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I still would recommend people that if you want to go travel international, get your passport if you already don't have it, and go go travel. But I'm just saying it's a process. It's a process. You got to go through customs. When you in the country you go through, and and then when you come back to the country, you have to go through customs again. Then you have to go through the process of, you got to get your baggage at the baggage claim, recheck it to go to your final destination. So yeah, it's crazy, but overall, it was cool. It was cool. I'm just happy to be back here safely. Yeah, James says, "Hey, Samurai, you back?" What up, James? Yeah, man. I feel like one after being in Japan for a little over a week. Yeah, see, life after 5 hours. Yeah, I see what you mean, man. It's too long, man. It's too long. That's why I don't like sitting still that long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to move around. I don't even like driving that long. Like after a couple hours or so. That's why my road trips be taking long, because I be wanting to stretch my legs and get up and move around. So every time I can get off at a rest stop or something, you know, I be doing that, because sitting down too long for me, it's just so that was another thing that I didn't like, you know. We have Nicholas Stone in the building. What's up, Nicholas Stone? Thanks for tuning in to the live. And I appreciate you for subscribing to the channel as well. I appreciate you for subscribing. Yeah, travel before the month. I like cruises. My wife hates them. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Man, dang, that's crazy. So, man, that cruises are so much fun, bro. Cruises are so much fun, especially going like seeing the water, and then getting into the, going island hopping, going to different islands, seeing the, it's pretty cool. I enjoyed the last cruise I went on a few years ago. AP and I did research yesterday, found out that AI can't read cursive. Oh wow, I didn't even know that. I had no clue. Yeah, AI is something else. Oh, that's what that means. Oh, I had no idea what that MOTB means, mark of the beast. Oh wow. So travel before that. Yeah, definitely gotta do that. Definitely gotta do that for real. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. It depends, but like that, like Japan, for instance, it was a long flight, 11 to 12 hours, but it's a long flight, but it's worth it once you get there. It's worth it once you get there, most definitely. Monique Mitchell, 6751, you good? Yeah, I'm doing good. How about yourself? Thanks for tuning in to the live stream. I'm doing great. Love cruises. Kids don't know how to write script. It's sad. Yeah, yeah. This generation is different than our generation. Yeah, things like that aren't really. It's not like education and learning like different things, learning a multitude of like ways of writing and everything like that. That isn't like emphasized like that anymore in this generation as much as it was when we were kids. We had like, it was like we almost had to learn how to write cursive. We had to learn how to write cursive. Like it was in the curriculum. Even when I was in elementary school, we had a cursive class, or we had to learn in our English class or whatever how to learn how to write in cursive. But they don't emphasize stuff like that as much as they used to when we was coming up. Oh yeah, yeah. Who was that? Tida. Tida is an itchy being a grasshopper. Yeah, I saw Tida with Tida's comment. I read that nonsense. Just just ignorance as usual, rearing its ugly head. Yeah, so people, trolls are gonna be trolls, idiots are gonna be idiots. So it is what it is. But yeah, guys, but yeah, Japan is definitely worth it. Uh, Japan is definitely worth it though. Like, if you go out there, that I was in Sasebo. We did go to Fukuoka, which is like about an hour and a half from Sasebo. But it's definitely worth it. I posted a few videos. I posted few videos And they're up on my channel now. They're in a playlist. So for those that are interested and want to go check it out. I'm not I'm not doing that. Oh, the weather in Japan. Is you talking about the weather in Japan or the weather here in Alabama? I'm on a 64 ounce of caffeine. Ooh, gosh. Oh, dang. 64 ounces of caffeine. Jeez, man. It's a lot. Oh, man. What up, Lopez? What up, Lopez? My boy David Lopez in the building. Says, welcome back, bro. Man, I appreciate that, Lopez. I appreciate that, man. I enjoyed myself. It was a long trip. It was a long journey back to the States, but it was all good at the end of the day. But yeah, oh, in Japan, the weather was not too bad. It was actually it was pretty warm when I was there. I mean, it got a little chilly at times, especially at night, but it wasn't like, you know, like it was basically people were walking around like with like little with long sleeves. Like, it wasn't like, it wasn't like really, really cold. It was just kind of like, you know, high 60s, low 70s, so it wasn't too bad for the most part. Yeah, it gets pretty humid. It can get pretty humid out there in Japan. It was pretty humid when I was there, actually. Now that I think about it, it got to be pretty humid. Yeah, it got to be pretty humid. And sleep a little bit. I have to get readjusted to my sleep schedule, cuz yeah, you know, I'm still trying to get reacquainted with this time back here, you know. Oh, I might have ADHD. Caffeine puts me to sleep. Oh, so you getting ready to go to sleep? You said it's nice to see you. Talk to you later. Well, James, I appreciate you for tuning in to the live, man. And if you're getting ready to go to sleep, man, have a good night and sleep well. Sleep well. Appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, that is. Yeah, it was pretty good weather. Like every time we went out, all we really needed was like a little, probably like a little light, sleeves or whatever. Cause it did get at times, it did get a little windy, a little breezy, but it wasn't nothing crazy. It was pretty nice. And I saw a lot of people out there. They was jogging. They do a lot of jogging, a lot of, and we're talking we're talking elders too. Like Japan, we're talking like a lot of like 70, 60, 70 year olds that are active, like riding bikes, jogging, and early in the morning too. Early in the morning, they get up and go. They get up and go after it. They real big on health out there. They're really big on that type of stuff. You know. Just looked up the weather up there. It's humid. Yeah, yeah. That's how. Yeah, Japan. It gets humid. It's being out there in them islands. Being up over there in them islands around the sea and everything like that. They definitely do get a lot of sun, a lot of humidity for sure. Japan is a very healthy country. Absolutely. They are very big on healthcare and maintaining their health and everything like that. Because the thing is that a lot of their I know where we were, the part of Japan we were in, and this might be the case for the other parts of Japan as well. But I saw mostly elderly people. Like I didn't see a ton of young people in that part of the Japan we were in. It was a few, but it wasn't a whole lot. Like a lot of their population are elders, and they said they have to like basically, they're not their population is dwindling. Like basically they don't really have a lot of the younger people. The younger people, like they basically need people out there. Basically they need a younger generation out there because you know it's just not a whole lot of them out there like that. you know GQ Jamal, what's going on, my brother? My boy GQ in the building. How everything going with you? It's so good to see you in here. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, it's always good to it's always good to get out and travel and see different places. But one thing about it, when you take them long flights, it does take a toll on your body and everything like that. I'm good, just chilling. Hope you're having safe travels and doing well. I appreciate that, GQ. Yep, I just got back yesterday. Got back here to the States yesterday evening at about 6 o'clock in the evening. You know, I had to take three, was it three? Yeah, I had to take three different flights. I had to take three different flights. A flight from Nagasaki to Tokyo, and then a flight from Tokyo to Chicago, and then from Chicago to Nashville. So yeah, it took a toll on a brother. It took a toll on a brother. Yeah, international travel can be something, especially if you're traveling that far out to Japan. If you're traveling like maybe to like the DR or Canada or something like that, it's not as bad because or maybe even like to London or something like to the UK. Those flights aren't as long. But you talking about Japan? That's a whole nother hemisphere. Like, whew, it's insane. So I'm just glad. I'm glad I made it there, made it back. What up, Michael Spigner? Michael Spigner 3878 says, "Yo, what's up? I'm doing all right. How about yourself?" And and for those that are just joining the live, I ask that you please hit the like button as you come in. Tap the like button. I would really appreciate it. Just a double tap or a click on the screen is all it takes, and it's for free. What up, Yah? Yah in the building. So was it with a hard eye? So you mean Spigner? Is it Spigner? Is that what you mean, Spigner? I would have never thought that. That's the first time I ever saw that name before. That last name. That's the first time I ever encountered that name. I bet people do get confused. I bet people get confused by that. It's not a very common name. I don't think I've seen anything close because some names there's different variations of names and whatnot. But that's the first time I've ever seen anything remotely close to that. I appreciate that, Lopez. Appreciate you for sharing me out. Appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. Definitely be good to get some folks up in here. You know, we have a good live stream because the last live I did, it started off a lot of people were in there, quite a few people in there, but then towards the end, like it started to get real dry towards the end. But then again, it might have been because when I was in Japan, it might have been too because it was probably late at night in a lot of places, and too that could have been a lot of places in America probably people will probably sleep. So I took that into consideration. Oh, Spigner is from German origins. Okay, okay. Oh, you got your people from Germany, like your relatives or your people like that. I hope your day/night is going great. It's going pretty well. Can't complain. Just I just been resting pretty much all day. Just been resting, recuperating from this trip. But overall, it's been a good day. Yeah, actually I did. I went to but it was when I was in what was that? When I was making my connection flight in Tokyo and the airport. So it was actually at the airport terminal where I ate at the McDonald's. It was pretty good. They had I tried they had like one of the teriyaki burgers. I had one of the teriyaki burgers. They had that on the menu. It was pretty decent, and they had the fries were a little different, you know. They weren't as I mean, they were a little like I don't even know how to explain it, but they were a little bit wider than the fries in, America. I wish I would have took a picture or a video of it. I wasn't even thinking to do that. I'm not German, but my ancestors who moved to early South Carolina are okay. Okay, yeah, okay, that's cool. That's what's up. That's where you from. You from South Carolina. What up, Stash? My boy Stash Cash in the building. What's going on, my brother? How are you? How were the ladies, bro? Oh, they were. Hey, man, them ladies look nice out there. Ladies look nice. They very they very friendly. They're friendly. I mean, the only thing was just the language barrier was the biggest thing. But you know, they nice. They cool. They cool. They treated me right. The ones I encountered. What's up, Lily? Lily in the building. What's going on? Yep, I made it. I made it back. I made it back to the States, Lily. Back here in Alabama. After like I had to catch 3 planes to get back, but I'm here. Thank God. Yes, absolutely. Thank God. Yeah. I came home. I came home, took a shower, and not long after that, I crashed. It was it. I went straight to the bed. It's freezing down here in Alabama right now. It's freezing. We like in the 40s right now. It's in the 40s. And it's gonna be worse tomorrow. It's gonna get down to like the high 30s tomorrow. And it's gonna get as low as like 20 degrees at night. Yeah, over here too, it's snowing. I can imagine out there in Illinois. Oh yeah, I can imagine. I could imagine it snowing. If it's this cold here, I could imagine how it is where you at. Oh, you in Wisconsin? Wait, huh? Thought you was in. Oh, what? Thought you was in Illinois. I thought you was in Illinois. What? No wonder you a pack. I, I I thought you was yeah. Oh wow. I thought you was in Illinois. No wonder you a Packers fan. Thought we was better than this, sir. Dang, I didn't know you was in Wisconsin. You in there? You out there with Ryan? You out there with Ryan? I thought you was in Illinois. I don't know why. No wonder you. Yeah, because I was about to say. I was like, wait a minute, that can't be right. I was like, you can't be in no Illinois if you rooting for the Packers. I mean, yeah. Well, Ryan. I think Ryan left though. I think Ryan getting ready to leave though. If he hasn't already left, I think Ryan getting ready to move to I think he getting ready to move to relocate. Oh, he already left? Dang, he left already? Dang, because I remember last time I talked to him, he was talking about he was getting ready to leave. But I just wasn't sure when. So he left. He out of there. Dang. Wow. Oh, I could. So Wisconsin, I know Wisconsin. If Wisconsin, all that cold weather and snow out there. Yeah, yeah. He said he was going to Arizona. Yeah, he said he was moving out to Arizona. Jeez, I know he nice and warm down there. Matter of fact, I wonder what the weather is in Arizona right now. Let me see. Because if he's in the Phoenix area, which I think where he moved, they in the 80s right now. It's like 84. It's like 84 degrees out there in Arizona in Arizona right now. More specifically, the Phoenix area. You in Lake Geneva? Oh, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Oh wow. Oh snap. I'm scared to look. I'm scared to look. Oh, gee. I know you cooped up in the house right now with the heater on. I know you cooped up in the house right now. I wouldn't even want to go outside. I do not like cold weather like that. I hate the cold. It ain't even winter yet. That's the crazy thing about it. It's not even winter yet. It's still fall. That's crazy. If it's this cold now, I can only imagine how it's going to be in December, January, February, the coming months. Like, mm-mm. We ain't even hit winter yet, and I'm ready for the spring to come. I wish we can just skip winter and just go straight into the fall. I mean, go straight into the spring. but it feels colder because it's raining with the snow. Oh yeah, yeah. That's no bueno, no bueno. Nope. Hold on. And the Packers got a home game tomorrow. That's the crazy thing about it. The Packers got a home game tomorrow, and guys, there's gonna be people actually going out there watching the game out in that out in that snow. I'm out there in that cold weather. I know. That's what I'm saying, man. The chat was jumping when I got here. Everyone gone. Yeah, I know. That sucks, man. We need more people in here. God dang. Sure, it's gonna be people out there in Lambeau. Oh yeah, yeah. Some of them knuckleheads gonna be out there shirtless too. Some of them, they be going out there shirtless and stuff. Like I be like, in that frozen weather. What's up, Pretty P? Pretty P in the building. Stop by to say hi. Long time no see. Hope everything going well with you. I ain't seen Pretty P in a minute. How's life been treating you? She, she just saying hi, so she probably just stopping by to just drop that message. But I appreciate it if appreciate you for stopping by. Oh, I've been MIA. Life been lifing. I feel you. I feel you. We you know I understand. Sometimes we gotta tend to life, and I understand. I definitely understand. First things first. First things first. Just long as you're doing well, and as long as you're doing well and everything going good with you, and that's the most important thing. The most important thing. Yeah, but All right then, Lily. I appreciate you for stopping by this evening and chopping it up with me on this live stream. It's nice chatting with you, but you have yourself a good night. Peace. Yeah, that'll be cool, Pretty P. I be enjoying your vlogs and everything like that. So can't wait to check them out once you get back to vlogging and everything. I just got back to the States yesterday. I was in Japan for like a little over a week for my first long distance flight, or first, I should say, first international flight ever. So, I'm still kind of recovering from all that traveling. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It really was nice, for real. I enjoyed myself out there. You know, even though it was a huge culture shock, as you would imagine. It's a huge culture shock. Um, you know, but once I got adjusted to it, it was pretty cool. I was out there. I got my family. My family lives out. Well, my big sister and my brother-in-law and their family, they live out there. They actually out there on military assignment. They've been out there since 2021. So they've been living out there for about 4 years, and it was like, yeah, you should come out. You should come out and see and visit us while we're here in Japan. But I think they're gonna ultimately wind up staying out there longer, for the long term, because they really are like really acquainted. I mean, they're really accustomed to that lifestyle. Like I don't know. I don't know if they when. I don't know when or if they are coming back to the States anytime soon. You know. Yeah, yeah. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed them. It was really cool going out there to see them. That was really good. Yeah. My favorite part about the trip. Uh, my favorite part about the trip was when I say is when we went to this place. We went to this park called Fukuoka. Fukuoka is where they have the temple. They have this temple. So we went to go to the temple, and we also went to the tower. They have this extremely tall tower, which is like the third tallest tower in Japan. And we went on there. Went all the way up to the top. And just it was an observation tower. Saw the water and the beaches. And also going up on those observatory hills, those observation lookout points on those hills, and seeing and just being able to overlook the water, and also going on we went on this little ship in the water where we gotta take a tour of the different islands, called it's called was it Fuju Kushima or something like that. Kushima or something like that. And you just saw the islands. It was really cool. It was really nice. Like um and in the part we were in, the part I was in is called Sasebo. Sasebo was really overlooked because everybody first thing when they hear Japan, they think about Tokyo. It is the first thing that come to mind is Tokyo or Nagasaki or something like that, but mainly Tokyo. But Sasebo is in Fukuoka. Nobody really talks about those places. I didn't even really know anything about those places until I visited, and it's really those places are really dope, you know. So next time I go to Japan, I should be going to Tokyo. Push a T. Light blue says push a T. Well, thanks for tuning in to the live. I appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, we managed to get up to 10 likes. Okay, that's cool. We can rock with that. I hit double digit likes. That's a good sign. Now I'm up to 11. That's what's up. That's what's up. Looking forward to my next trip international. Um but I might stay. I think on my next trip out the country, I think I'm gonna stay on this side of the hemisphere, on the western hemisphere, and go somewhere like Puerto Rico or something. Appreciate that, Pretty P. I appreciate you for liking the stream. That does help out a lot for sure. That does help out. The more the merrier, you know. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are. I'm glad you guys are. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate everybody for tuning in so far in the live, and y'all participating and everything. What up, Kiss from Jay? Kiss from Jay says your hair looks nice. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Jay. Appreciate that a whole lot. Vacation went very well. My vacation was a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself. Got a chance to see a lot. Got some footage, took a lot of pictures, vlogged and all that good stuff. It went very well. It went very well. Matter of fact, it exceeded my expectations. You know, it exceeded my expectation. Pretty P. I'm 35. 35. Mm-hmm. Yep, in my 30s. Jay, I have a few vlogs posted to the channel right now. That I haven't posted in a playlist. I haven't posted in a playlist. So it's simply called the Japan playlist. I got a couple more. I have a couple more vlogs I need to that I have to post. But so far, I think I have like four or maybe five posted in that time in that playlist. So yeah, whenever you get the opportunity, feel free to go check those out. Bloodhounds 50. Hey, tell me why these bums getting mad at me because I'm trolling. Maybe they don't want maybe they don't want you trolling. Maybe they're not too big on trolls. I mean, depends on how you're trolling. I don't know. You had to ask them individually. Whoever you're trolling, you got to ask them why they don't like you trolling. Yeah, definitely, Jay. Definitely, Jay. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. What's up, Amy Bowman? Amy Bowman in the building. Welcome to the live stream. And I have is it Isohan? Is it Isohan double XL? Says, hey bro. Well, welcome to the live stream. Uh Thanks for tuning in. What's up, Sasquatch? Says P9 is back. I sure am. I sure am. And thank you for tuning in, Sasquatch. Hope everything been going good with you. How old you think I am? Pretty P. You look really young. Like, I mean, you look young. You look at probably I give you about, I don't know, I give you like maybe early 30s, like 30, 31, maybe late 20s. I say anywhere between 28 to about 30, maybe. I say about anywhere between 28 to 30. Sasquatch says 56 years? For who? Are you saying you're 56 years? No, for real, 37? I would have never guessed that, pretty pre. I would have never guessed that. I would have thought you was like younger than me. You 37? What? what? I'm not saying that's old or anything, but I thought you was younger. I thought you was like younger than me, like, at the very least late 20s, maybe, early 30s, but dang, 37. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I can't really see that profile picture that well. So you were guessing Pretty P's age of 56? No, definitely not. Definitely not. No. Mm-mm. I know he ain't saying I'm 56. Right, right. Oh man, that's funny. What's up, Tiff? Tiff in the building. Appreciate you for stopping by this evening. Welcome back. Thank you. I appreciate that. Everyone thinks I'm younger. Yeah. I wouldn't have. That would 37 would be definitely be the last thing I would have thought about if just when I first look at you, I wouldn't even think that like at all. You got my treats. I got you. I got you. You like Pocky? You like that Pocky? Like, yeah, I got Pocky. Hello, Sasquatch. Yeah, my boy Sasquatch in the building. Sigma Sigma less. I don't know what that means. Not sure what that means. Who's your favorite football team? I'm a 49ers guy all the way live. Pockies are good. I like to chew on them like carrots. Yeah. Pockies are really good. I can go. I went through like a whole box. I went through a whole box. Each box has two bags in them. I went through them. I went through them things like nothing. Not peach Kit Kats. They have peach. Hold on. They have peach Kit Kats. They have peach Kit Kats. I didn't know they had. Whoa. Oh. Mm-mm. What up, Lily? Lily says, you see this P9, everybody came back when I left. Yeah, I thought, shoot, I'm shocked. I'm surprised to see you back in here. I'm glad you're back, but I didn't think you was gonna come back in here. But yeah, that is wild, huh? Yep, everybody came up in here when you left. Hmm. I used to eat 2 packs of bacon in a sitting, 1,000 calories. Woo! Oh my goodness, that's a lot of cat. That's a lot. That's a lot, man. I do. Yeah, that heart, like I'm talking that put a lot of strain on your arteries. I'm sure. That don't sound good, do it, Pretty P? It don't sound good. No, not at all. Not at all. I was testing the waters, proving no one likes me. Ah, here you go, Lily. Here you go. What is a Adam the God says hello. What's up, Adam the God? Thanks for tuning in to the live stream. I appreciate you for coming in. Okay, we got 14 likes. Got 14 likes, so we getting up there. We getting up there in the like department. Now I have a 6 pack because I quit bacon and soda. Good, good. That's not. That's definitely no bueno. No bueno. Bacon and soda. Mm-mm. Now I eat bacon. I still eat bacon occasionally, but I eat it in moderation though. Like in sodas, I don't even really drink sodas that often anymore. I did have a soda when I was in Japan. I had one of their they had like some they had a melon Fanta a melon Fanta drink that I had. It was soda. It was pretty good. But yeah. But what's y'all suggestion? Where y'all think I should when I do go on another international trip? Where y'all just offer y'all suggestion? Where y'all think I should go? I want to hear what y'all got to say. I want to get y'all input. I like Monster Ultra. Ooh, I can't deal with them energy drinks. I cannot deal with them. I tried it before. I couldn't. I can't stomach it. I can't stomach it. Amsterdam and Tiff says Iceland. Okay, those are some good suggestions. Those are some good suggestions. Yeah. Okay, Greece. Okay. The European, I say all European nations. European nations. Okay. European nations and cities, I should say. Berlin in Germany, Amsterdam, Iceland and Greece. Okay. Jerusalem. Okay. Okay, Jerusalem. It's some pretty good suggestions. Now, speaking of Amsterdam, now in Japan they have this amusement park called it's called Bosch. It's called Bosch. I'm gonna post a vlog. I went there. I went there. I'm gonna post a vlog on that probably tomorrow. But Bosch is basically it's in even though it's in Japan, their architecture, the way they modeled the amusement park, the way they modeled the theme park was basically off the Dutch. It's Dutch architecture. So it's modeled after the Netherlands, basically. You know what I'm saying? How a lot of their buildings are, the infrastructure, that's how they built the amusement park out in Japan. Just like that. I thought that was pretty cool. Stockholm or Oslo. Okay, so we're talking Sweden in Norway. Okay, all Europe. Okay, that's what's up. All Europe. Well, except Jerusalem. Jerusalem is, yeah, except Jerusalem. I heard Jerusalem still safe. Yeah, yeah, same here. Same here. I wasn't too sure at first because I was like, dang, Jerusalem, that's out in one of those, you know, it's out there kind of like in the middle kind of like in the Middle Eastern region of the globe, Israel, but but yeah, I get, yeah, it is. I did hear it was pretty safe out there because every time we think about the Middle East, it's like, oh my goodness, yeah, be my partner on the Amazing Race. I've heard of that show. I've heard of it, but I never really watched it. I never really sat down and really watched a lot of it. But I heard about it though. I've seen like the promos, the promos for it. The Netherlands is great except for the food. Oh, really? The food isn't all that great? Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I heard they have a cool, that culture out there is pretty dope, and the architecture and the culture out there is pretty dope. But dang, but the food is lacking. Oh wow, food is mid. Oh okay, kind of like hit or miss. Mediterranean west coast of the Arabian Peninsula. Okay, okay, yeah. So yeah, so it's about right there by the Mediterranean Sea. So yeah, a lot of those areas by the Mediterranean are pretty chill, pretty nice. Some of them are a lot of some of them are. It's kind of like hit or miss, but UK has the best food. Oh yeah, yeah. That's another place I wouldn't mind traveling is the UK. I got matter of fact a few of my subscribers. I got quite a few subs that are from the UK. UK has beans and UK has pie and mash. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd be interested in going to go check out. Um, oh, UK has roast dinner. Yeah, I gotta definitely do my research and and check out some spots to go to travel to in regards to I've got to research these places basically the stuff you guys have been suggesting because those are some good suggestions. But I'm just gonna have to research the area and research the history and everything like that, so that way I have an idea, what's going on when I do travel. Bangers and fish. Okay. Yeah, I never heard of bangers. What is that? I never heard of bangers before. Obviously, I know I'm familiar with fish, but bangers, I'm not too sure. Bangers and mash. Bangers are fried sausages. Oh, okay. Okay, bangers are fried sausages. Okay. So you say that those are good. Those are really good because they make a sound when they split. Oh, geez. Oh, okay. Hence the name bangers. Okay. Okay. I was wondering why they called them bangers, but okay. They make a sound when they split. They go good with fish and mushy peas. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, yeah. That's one thing I gotta familiarize myself with is the food, and everything like that. Because I know it's a lot different over in these other countries. And crumpets, I never even tried crumpets before. I never even tried crumpets. Mushy peas are mid to me anyway. Oh wow, yeah, yeah. I have no idea. Americans say we have no seasoning. Oh, for real? Ooh, I know that. Now that's a culture. That's a culture shock in itself, right there. That's a culture shock. We've got every country's food. I bet. Oh, and no ranch. UK has Indian food too. Wow. Yeah. You got every country's food. That's what's up. Yeah, I gotta try it out. I gotta try it out. I gotta try it out, man. I was getting culture when I was in Japan. I was getting culture shocked. They eat a lot of chicken out in Japan. They eat a lot of chicken out there. They eat a lot of chicken, and in most restaurants, everybody mostly eats with chopsticks. You know what I'm saying? And just don't go to cities. Oh yeah, what's up with the cities? They dangerous or something? Too much going on. So I take it that'll be that. Would that include London? Would London be on that list too? I once ordered salmon in Belgium. Not good. Oh, for real? Oh man, that sucks when you don't have good salmon. And the cities are rubbish. Real UK is in the rural areas. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know if you're familiar with this YouTuber. She's a gamer. Um she's a gamer. Her channel is pretty big. She might have like over 100,000 subs at this point, maybe 200,000. Her name is Sun Pie or something like that. Real baddie, really nice looking female. She's a gamer, like and stuff like that. She's from the UK, and I think she live in the kind of like rural area. I can't remember where it was, but London. Eric. It's a what is it? Eric says. Oh, Irk boy says, "Oh, London is safe." In Exanthum. I hope I'm pronouncing y'all's name right, by the way. London, you say you gotta have a head on a swivel. I could imagine though. A lot of these big cities, and I think it's like that in pretty much every. I feel like it's like that everywhere. When you in a big urbanized area, I think you gotta be like because the more people, I feel like the more it's just the more potential for something to go down. Just go to Hackney in London. Oh, and Xantham says Xanth. Okay, it's Xantham. Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind. Xantham. And you say, do not go to Hackney. Wow. Dang, that's crazy. What's up? What's up, Stardust? Thanks for tuning in. And yes, I'm back in the States. Back here in the States. How you doing this how you doing this evening? So Xantham, let me ask you this: Are you one of those people who think that the cities? Because I'm telling you, like I'm with you on that because I'm if you go look at my if you look at the videos on my channel, you see that a lot of the places that I cover are more like rural, more laid back areas. I mean, I covered a few cities, but a few big cities, but most of them are smaller towns. So that's more like my vibe. But are you one of those type of people who look at cities and kind of look at it like some of them are a little too, you know, overrated, or maybe highly advertised. They be selling these cities too much. You want to go see the castles, bro? Honestly, yeah. Wherever the castles is at, that's where I'll go. Okay, London is high risk, high reward. Wow. Yeah, I can imagine. My homeboy, who I went to high school with, he went to London in like a study abroad, program. He was telling me, yeah, it's hit or miss. You go there, you have some nice areas, but at the same time, a lot of areas, is pretty hood. It's like the States. You got in a lot of these cities, they got the hoods and all that type of stuff. I be feeling the same way, Stardust. I be feeling the same way. I be like, I be wanting to go. I be itching to go on a trip, because if I sit down too long, and I'll go crazy. I be feeling the same way. And you say you like the small town vibe of the channel. Yeah, I'm glad you do that. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. You know what I'm saying? That's like my favorite parts is going to the smaller cities. It's too much drama in the bigger cities, and then trying to find a place to park a lot of times. If you go there and you drive to these big cities trying to find a place to park. When you do find a place to park, they charge an arm and a leg just to park your car. And then, trying to navigate through that bad boy a lot of times be a challenge. It's just, you know, I'm not going to say don't go to London because there is a lot to see and there's a lot I like, but London isn't the same as it used to be. I feel you on that, Xantham. I feel the same way about a lot of these cities here in America, like for instance, Atlanta, a city that I was practically raised in. It used to be a fun place to be. You go downtown. You can just chill. You go chill at the bars, or back then I wasn't old enough to go to the bar, but you had people that go to the bar, chill. It'd be a cool environment, and then you could go to the park, go to Centennial Park. It's cool. Go to a lot of areas. It was chill, but yeah, I feel you on that. Like a lot of these cities have declined, and the crime is just gotten out of hand. So I just say have realistic expectations. That's real. That makes sense. That makes sense. Go to Lapland if you like rural. Okay, Lapland. Yeah, I gotta look that up. If I do have a few nights stay at a small town with hot springs next week that I'm excited about though. Okay, that Hot Springs, Arkansas. You gonna be in Hot Springs, Arkansas? That'll be dope. Is Memphis a good spot to visit if I like blues music? Yeah, I mean, yeah, Memphis. One thing about Memphis is it's a lot of history there. It's a lot of cool spots in Memphis. A lot of cool like museums. They got of course the blues history is very deep there. They have a nice riverfront in Memphis. It like Memphis nice from a historical and aesthetic standpoint. Memphis is a nice city, but it's so much crime there. It's just ridiculous. The crime out there is crazy. It makes these cities undesirable places to visit, which sucks because these cities be having like a lot of nice cool places to visit but and to see, but I always see so much about Atlanta. Seems like a wild place to me. Oh yeah, Atlanta, yeah. It's gotten worse over the years. It's gotten worse over the years. Like Atlanta used to be a place where it's just so much going on in Atlanta. It's ridiculous. It's declined. Truth be told, I just don't see why people Well, only thing that Atlanta has going for it is the fact that there's a lot of Fortune 500 companies, and there's a the job market out there is very is very deep. But the downside to that is you gonna be in all that all that congestion and all that traffic. It's just too much going on. And then 285 is like a racetrack. You get on 285, cars just flying all the time. It's just crazy. Here in southern New Mexico. Oh, Hot Springs is in southern New Mexico, a few hour drive. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. I thought you were talking about Arkansas. I thought you were talking about Arkansas, but that sounds cool though. Hot Springs in New Mexico. That sounds cool. I gotta look that up. What up, 313 Big Will? It says, is that Tony the Tiger? Talking about my picture back there. Oh man, that's funny. Translanta. Yeah, you right about that, Will. You right about that, man. Like it's definitely that. It is definitely that. So if you Atlanta, if you're into that type of stuff, for people that's into that type of stuff, then that'll be the place for them. Atlanta be the place for it. But if you straight and looking for somebody to date, no, that's not the where you want to go. That's not where you want to go. That's not that market. Nah. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm not trying to look. It is what it is. You into what you into. But look, I'm just saying. Yeah, Atlanta. That place is no joke. That place is no joke. I go back to visit occasionally because still got family out there. But I just I don't know. But all I know is mainstream, like rappers, comedians, actors. Anthony Edwards, yeah, Anthony Edwards from the A. Anthony Edwards, big time NBA baller from yep, he from the A. Yeah, sure is. Yeah, yeah. Basically, Atlanta. Yes, you know, it's a very mainstream place. A lot of actors, and Atlanta is almost like the Hollywood of the South now. A lot of the celebrities live out there. You know, and that's where a lot of movie studios are. They do a lot of films out there. It's like a little what they call a mecca for like films and stuff like that. And but it's just too much for me, man. I'm a laid back dude. I like. I mean, I like just being in the laid back areas where it's less traffic, and I don't like going places that's like 2 miles away, but it takes like a whole hour to travel 2 miles because of all the traffic. No, I don't want to be in no area like that. Oh, and who can forget Candy Burris? Oh, you like Candy Burris? From that's the chick from if I'm not mistaken, the chick from Escape. Yep, Escape. Yeah, they from Atlanta. TLC from Atlanta too. In Copenhagen, Denmark, there is an anarchist area. Really? Jeez. I need to make sure I steer clear of Copenhagen then, if that's the case. Okay, Star says she's gonna leave me playing in the background. Okay, cool, cool. I appreciate you for for still staying tapped in to the live. Yeah, man said translate. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Like I couldn't That's what I'm saying. You just don't know. You just yeah. It's just too much of a risk trying to date anybody in Atlanta. It's too much of a risk. No, me personally, I wouldn't suggest it, but to each its own. I've always wanted to go to Greece. Yeah, I've heard pretty cool stuff about Greece, especially the architecture and the architecture. I don't really know much about the culture, to be honest, but I know they have a bunch of that Greek architecture is pretty dope. I know they have I know they have the Parthenon. They do have a Parthenon replica in Nashville, Tennessee. I did get a chance to go see the Parthenon replica, but you know, that's the closest I've ever gotten to Greek architecture was just seeing that. I know it's not the real deal, but that's a little replica that they have in Nashville. I just want to say, mate, you've got a great vibe about you, and I can tell that from across the pond. I can tell that from across the pond. I wish you nothing but success, man. I appreciate that, Xantham. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for vibing with me and and checking out the live stream. I can tell the same about you as well. And I appreciate you dropping that insight about these different places, especially over there in the UK and everything like that. You know, because it's good to hear from people that's from certain places. That they can give you insight of how certain places are. Suggestions and all that good stuff. So it's always good to have that. And I appreciate you for subscribing as well. I appreciate the subscribes anthem. And yes, I got some more content coming up. The most recent content I dropped on the channel was my trip to Japan. I have so far 5 videos posted in a playlist. So if you want to check that out, definitely feel free to do that. And browse around the channel as well, browse around the content. Like I said, I got a lot of small town areas that I covered here in the States. So, yeah, yeah, definitely, bro. I appreciate, yeah, like Japan, I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. I much appreciate. I need more eyeballs. I need more eyeballs on them Japan videos because trying to get those videos out there as much as I possibly can. What's up, Sam Kelly? Sam Kelly 13 says hi. How are you this evening, Sam? Thanks for tuning in. We got 16 likes. 16 likes in the live. Trying to get up to 20. If we can at least get 20 likes, that'll be great. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna work on these. I'm gonna work on these thumbnails. I'm gonna work on them. I'm gonna work on them. Yeah, I'm gonna work on the thumbnails. I'm gonna try to improve them as much as I can. I'm thinking about doing it. I'm thinking about doing something where I like make it. I don't even know how to explain it, but put multiple images in a thumbnail and put multiple images and screenshots. Hey y'all, it's good. Hey y'all, it's good. Just woke up. It's 3 a.m. here. Oh wow, you must be overseas. You must be overseas, Sam. Cause it's only 8 o'clock. It's like 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in the evening here. So you must be somewhere overseas. But it's going pretty well. Can't complain. Okay, over in Europe. Okay, shout out to Europe. Shout out. We were just talking about some places over in Europe. We were just talking about a lot of different countries and stuff like that. Yeah, I like how you've got the outlines of where you are in the corner of the thumbnail. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but I think what I want to do, uh, I'm thinking what I want to do though is I want to put multiple images in like one thumbnail. So like basically, I do like a split screen where I might put like multiple images from where I vlogged at, and then put like and still put the title of the actual place that I visited, but just I'm thinking about doing something like that, and then still make it to where it's make it pretty interesting. Your central US by the time I see which state. Yeah, oh, okay. Well, shout out to Macedonia, by the way. Shout out to Macedonia. Um, but yeah, I'm over in Alabama. Yeah, I'm down here in Alabama, the deep south. Roll Tide, Roll Tide. Oh, you're in the okay. Nas Anthem is 317 here. Oh, I see, mate. Which country? In the UK? Yeah, yes, yeah, Xanthem, yeah, Xanthem, yeah, Xanthem's out in the UK for sure. Most definitely. But no, that's a good suggestion, Xanthem. I'm gonna work on them thumbnails for real. I'm new to the channel, by the way. Just sub. I appreciate that, Sam. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for subscribing to the channel. Um, and yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy the content. You'll enjoy the content. I just did a string of videos in Japan where I was at for the last like a little over a week. Just got back to the States yesterday. So I got a couple more videos I need to post from Japan to basically complete my vlogging experience there. But yeah, definitely check it out. Oh, nice. I like traveling videos. Where in Japan have you been? Well, I went to Sasebo. I don't know if you're familiar with Sasebo, Japan. Um, but I went to Sasebo. It's like a naval. It's basically what a naval base is in Japan. One of the naval bases, anyway, because Japan has plenty of naval bases. But yeah, that's one of the naval bases is in Sasebo, which is on the prefecture of Nagasaki. So I had to fly to Nagasaki Airport, which is about maybe 30 minutes, 30 40 minutes from Sasebo. But yeah, it's I'm not which is 30, yeah, Nagasaki is 30 minutes from 30 to probably 40 minutes away from Nagasaki. So Nagasaki and Sasebo about 40 minutes away from each other. And it's in the so Sasebo is in the prefecture of Nagasaki. Yeah, I did have one. I need to replace it. I need to replace it. I had one. I had a transmitter. I had a transmitter and I misplaced it. I misplaced it and never found it. So I gotta replace it. I gotta replace it. Turn the camera on you a little bit more because you can talk well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's cool. Y'all wanna see more of my face? Yeah, see more of me? Yeah, that'll be cool. I don't mind doing that. My dad suggested the same thing for me. Like, you just put the camera on you a little bit more. I am. I'd be so caught up in what I be doing. I don't even be thinking half the time. But yeah, I'm gonna get me a transmitter. Them transmitters are good too. Them transmitters are really good. Sam, I was out there for a week. Probably about a yeah. I was out in Japan for like a week and some change actually. Like a week and I say like a week and 2 days, something like that. I just think when you look at other creators, they that travel, they talk to the camera a lot. Of you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I think too. I think it'll make it. I think it'll make it more interesting too. Maybe if they see my face, they can. Maybe if people see my face, they can see my expressions and all that good stuff as I'm talking. You remind me of Obafemi Martins. You know him, one of the fastest football players ever. By football, I mean soccer. I've heard of Martins before. I've heard of Martins before. Dang, so I remind you of him. That's cool. Japan is nice. It is. It is. And not to mention, not only was I in Sasebo, we also went to Fukuoka. I don't know if you're familiar with Fukuoka, Japan, because honestly, I wasn't familiar with it either. But my sister and my brother-in-law, they pretty much took me around, kind of showed me because they live there. They out there. They're out there in Sasebo because my brother-in-law, who's retired from the Navy now, but he was stationed. He was on assignment out there, so they've been out there for like all going on 5 years. So yeah, they were so basically they know the spots to go to. So they was just taking me to the spots, and I go record them. I record the videos there. Oh yeah, you know Fukuoka. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, the Gundam, the Gundam was so dope. I went to go see the Gundam statue. Now that was fire. That was really cool. That was really cool. Um, yeah. So that was. I think that was. I mean, I did a lot of cool stuff. I s- uh I did a lot of cool stuff, but that was the cool one. That was the like best part to me, and that's saying a lot because I did a lot of cool stuff. As a matter of fact, it's hard for me to really narrow it down to what was my favorite part of the trip because it was so many cool things that happened. So that I saw. Now I didn't see the moving one. I didn't see the moving Gundam. This one was stationary. This was out. This was the one outside the. This was the one outside of the mall. Like it's outside of the is it La Port Mall or something like that. Yeah, this one was outside of the mall, but it was really cool though. Now I wish we could have went to. They have a store. They have a store. They actually have a like a Gundam store or something like that, or like a kind of like a basically kind of like what they have here in the States with Lego, like the Lego stores and stuff like. They have a Gundam collecting store. Um, I wish I could have made it there. Yeah, because that was pretty. But the Gundam statue was cool too, though. The Gundam statue, that alone was just dope for me. You know, just seeing that up close was cool. Yeah, the Bandai store. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. I wish we could have got a chance to go there, you know. But it's all good. You know, I mean we saw so much out there. It was plenty. But yeah. And I also got a chance to. But yeah, whenever you guys get a chance, definitely check out my Fukuoka video. I posted that. It's on my playlist. It's on my Japan playlist. And you know, you want to find something obscure and interesting in places you go, so you can make the title and thumbnail about that too to get clicks. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying, Xantham. I'll check them out. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I appreciate that. Yeah. But yeah, as far as the thumbnails, what I was thinking, like I said, I was thinking about just, making in the pictures, just putting like maybe the most interesting places about that particular place. Probably just do, instead of just doing one image, just doing like multiple pic images, and then put in and then title the thumbnail accordingly, and then titling the video accordingly to match with the thumbnail. So yeah, I see exactly what you're talking about. Honestly, man, I love watching travel vids. Hope your channel grows. Yeah, man, appreciate that. I hope I'm hoping the same thing. That's what I'm definitely striving for. That's what I'm definitely striving for. My goal, I'm at like 16, a little over 1,600 subs now. So my goal is to at least reach 2,000 by the end of the year. At least 2,000. If I can get more than that, that'll be great. But my goal, short term, is to get 2K subs before 2026 rolls in. But for those that are still, but for those that are still there, I got suggestions earlier as far as international vlogging trips. But where would you guys like to where would you guys what suggestions would you guys make for here in the States? Here in the States where for a good vlogging trip. Yeah, yeah, I'll leave you a email address. Email address. I can send you an email. My email address. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in my I'm gonna put it in my put in my what you call that? I can't even think right now. I'm gonna put it in my bio. Honestly, oh, how long have you had the channel? I had this channel now for a year and a half, so I haven't been on here too long. About a year and a half. I definitely want to see some good, famous food spots in these states. Yeah, a lot of people been suggesting that. A lot of people been suggesting, seeing well, a few people. I won't say a lot, but a few people have suggested, restaurants. I got a couple of, I got a couple of videos like that where I highlight like some food spots and everything like that. It's a few of them like that on my channel. Do you like over urban vlogging only, or do you like hikes and stuff, or more rural stuff too? Um, I don't have too much outdoors type vlogs yet. I'm like when it comes to outdoors, hiking's cool. And I like riding bike. I like riding bikes too, mountain bikes. So, I might just start doing some more of that type of content too, to be a little be a little bit more versatile. Yeah, I'm gonna put it. I'm getting ready to put it in there now. As a matter of fact, let me see. Let me see something real quick. I used to do UFC edits, but I'm versatile. Oh, okay, okay. So you really edit. So you be editing and stuff. Okay, that's what's up, man. Let me. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna put my email. I'm gonna put my other email in the bio, because I think that'll be the one I'm gonna use the most. Oh, come on, me. I be doing stuff here in Alabama. I got a lot of videos here in Alabama. I got quite a few videos in Alabama. I do vids here in Alabama too. Hmm. For sure. As a matter of fact, that's probably gonna be my next content. Some more Bama vids. Come on. Okay, here we go. I'll go check what my friend is doing. I'll be back if you still here. Cheers. See you. Okay. All right, Sam. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for tuning in. And yeah, if I'm still on here, definitely come check me out. Okay, if Xantham, if you still here, I posted my other email address. I posted my email address that I use for inquiries and stuff like that. I put it in my bio. So if you still here, I just posted that onto the bio. Yeah, definitely appreciate you for. I appreciate you for reaching out to me and everything, and sharing that. You know, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun on this live stream. Though this was the most lit live stream that I've had in quite some time. And then I know it was really hard for me to really get a lot of engagement while I was in Japan in the live streams because of the major time difference. Um, Japan, it's so the time is like way, it's like we're talking 15 hour time differences between like, I mean, just between the Eastern time zone in the States. In Japan, it's a 14-hour difference. So Central time is a 15-hour difference. Mountain time is 16, and if you want the Pacific coast, it's like 17, many as 17 hours. So we're talking a 14 to 17-hour difference. So so when I was getting my day started or everything like that, a lot of folks were asleep in the States. You know what I'm saying? So that, yeah, so and maybe a few people who were like overseas, maybe within somewhat closer proximity to Japan, You know, those are the only people that probably was able to like engage in the live. So it's good being back, you know, on the same accord and time with pretty much everybody else, you know. So, but yeah, I appreciate everybody for tapping into the live. Xanthem, appreciate you. Sam Kelly, Stardust, I appreciate you as well. And yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Irk Boy, 313 Big Will, appreciate you. I appreciate everybody for supporting and subscribing to the channel. Tiff's Tate, appreciate you for tuning in. Lily, appreciate you for tuning in. Amy Brown, or Amy Bowman, appreciate you for tuning in. Sasquatch, Pretty Pre, and Kiss from Jay. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. And can't wait to see you guys on the next live. And until then, I'm out. Peace. Hold on, before I go, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Xanthem says, I can't see your email. Oh, wow. Hold on. Let me check. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, it probably has to update. It probably has to update. Let me check and see if it shows on my end. Yeah, it shows that it's showing on my end. Yeah, you might just have to wait. Yeah, you might just have to wait to see if it updates. Yeah. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Style King Travel. What's up, brother? How you been? It has been a minute since, yeah, it has been a while. It definitely has been a while, man. I hope everything going well with you, bro. How everything going? Yeah. Boy, Style King in the building. Y'all go check out Style King. He does travel content as well. So you know, he's a fellow travel content creator, I should say. Fellow travel vlogger, content creator. So y'all go check Style King Travel out. Show him some support. Still on the mission. Hey, there you go, man. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Uh-oh, Lily in here. Lily, you been in the bushes this whole time, huh? But yeah, man. Style King is in the building. But yeah, man. But yeah, definitely check. Yeah, definitely check the replay, Style King. I really appreciate it, my brother, and yeah, I had to P9. Nobody want to talk when I'm here. I don't know why that is, Lily. I don't know why that is. That is crazy. That is crazy. But yeah. But we had a really good discussion though. We was talking about potential travel destinations and everything like that. Suggestions and all that good stuff. So a lot of insightful information, suggestions have been made, all that good stuff. So yeah. But my favorite topic, I know, I know, man. I love travel talk now. Travel, we talk about traveling, I'm all ears, you know. Talking about different places, different cultures, different types of food, all that type of stuff. Different, just overall different cultures. Let's go to Brazil. That would be nice for real though. Brazil is, yeah, I definitely want to go to Brazil one of these days for sure. Yeah, I'm a foodie myself, Lily. Brazil laughing, crying emoji, laughing, crying emoji. Yeah, yeah, I haven't. Yeah, man, I haven't. Shoot, I think that when I went to Japan, that was the first time I left the continent. That was the first time I left the continent of North America. All right, Xantham. Good night. Appreciate you for tuning in and everything like that. You would like Brazil. Yeah, yeah, man. Um I can definitely see that. I could definitely see myself enjoying it out there for real. Most definitely. Japan was nice. Japan was nice, bro. Like I had a really good time, just getting adjusted to the culture, going seeing the different areas, checking out the temple, going to see the temple, going to see we was over there by the water, seeing the Gundam statue. I mean, everything about it was really cool. Eating at the restaurants and just basically getting adjusted to the culture, even though I was only there for a week. You know, just that they, it was a good little. It felt like I was there for a long time though. So it was really cool, and it was just a lot of it's basically everywhere you go. Japan is basically a big mostly is a string of islands and a bunch of mountains. That's basically in a nutshell what Japan is. But geographically, it's islands and mountains basically. And another thing was just getting adjusted to how they drive their vehicles are designed in a way to where they drive on the right side of the vehicle, and the passenger seats on the left side. So it took me a minute, like just getting used to that. Even after I was there for like a few days, I was still going to the passengers. I was going to the right side of the vehicle as if I was getting into the passenger seat. And they look at me, my sister, my brother-in-law be looking at me like, you going to the driver's side, right? Like I was like, yeah, that it took me a good while to finally get it in my head that the steering wheel is on a different side of the vehicle than America. But yeah, I like the food. The food was really good. They got some good restaurants there. The food, like they be having I tried the ramen. The ramen was really good. The ramen with the egg in it. And then what else? They eat a lot of chicken there. Chicken is huge there. They love chicken. They love beef. Um, and what I like about Japan is that they have this place called Family Mart, and they also have 7-Elevens there where you can go to 7-Eleven and get you some meals. They have them in these little trays where it's like chicken with gravy or soy sauce already on it. All you got to do is just to stick it in the oven. I got a few of those. Those were really good. Yeah, they got the noodles in there, the vegetables, and yeah, the chicken there is real good. See, they don't play when it come to chicken. They don't play. They eat chicken like it's. You think we eat chicken like crazy over here? They be eating chicken like crazy over there. Chicken, rice, and eggs. You know, and yes, they have a KFC. They do have a KFC out there. And McDonald's. They have a McDonald's out there as well. What else did they have? I think those are the only two. Oh yeah, Starbucks. They have Starbucks. So it's Starbucks, KFC, McDonald's, and I think that's it. I think those are the only three American restaurants that I saw out there. Uh, Yeah, I think those are the only three: KFC, McDonald's, and Starbucks. Yeah. And when I went and I saw KFC. We went to Sasebo. We went to over there by the mall and by the port, and they had a KFC right outside that mall, but on the outside of the mall, and they had a line too. Them folks love KFC. They had a line out there. I was like, dang, yeah. But one thing about it though, they stay healthy out in Japan. They stay healthy. You got it's a lot of elders there. A lot of like senior citizens that be getting up early in the morning. If they go on, they be jogging. They be like riding bicycles and a lot of times they get up early in the morning, start picking up. They start picking up doing their gardening and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they don't play when it come to health. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely got to check it out. Definitely got to check it out one of these days for sure. You'll like it out there in Japan, Style King. I know you'll like it out there. I'm always surprised how much they love American food, fast food in other countries. Yeah, I know. I wasn't expecting to see. I mean, they had a lot of McDonald's. They had a lot of McDonald's restaurants out there. I was expecting just to see maybe one every blue moon, but they got like McDonald's like they got McDonald's in the mall. They got them in the the freestanding McDonald's everywhere. They got KFC. I was like, what? I was shocked, bro. I was like, okay, yeah, yeah. It's just that at McDonald's they have their patties are different. They have like teriyaki. They be eating teriyaki burgers at McDonald's. Like they have teriyaki burgers. Uh, they have burgers. They be having egg on it. They have the little egg yolk on it, and a couple pieces of lettuce and patties. The burgers are structured a little different. They a little bit smaller than the quarter pounders and the Big Macs we have here in America, but they nevertheless they still it's still virtually like the whole concept is pretty much still the same. And yeah. And of course, of course there's animations everywhere, on all their billboards. Just about all their billboards have some form of animation, you know, on there. They love to draw, love to, how that go. And yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend it as a traveling spot, future traveling destination. Especially especially Fukuoka. Fukuoka. And where I was at, where we stayed was in Sasebo. So Sasebo or Fukuoka. And then I didn't. So next time I go to Japan, maybe which will probably be within the next year or two. Tokyo is definitely somewhere we plan on going. So that'll be cool. What's up, DSN? Long time no see. Appreciate you for stopping by and everything like that. Hope everything going well with you, DSN. How did you find those spots? Well, actually, I went to go visit. I really went there to go visit my sister and my brother-in-law. My sister and brother-in-law, they both stay there. They've been staying there for like 5 years, so they pretty much showed me around, and they showed me around, took me, different places and everything like that. So they the ones who they took me up to Fukuoka. They took me to some of the spots in Sasebo. Just pretty much took me around, took me to Uju, was it Uku? I keep forgetting how to pronounce it. It's Uju Ushu Kushima or something like that. where they have the ship and they have the islands that surround the bay. And he took me pretty much to those places. It was pretty cool, pretty cool vibes, And of course, there was some language barriers, it was language barriers. That was I think that was me personally, my toughest thing to overcome was the language barrier. But other than that, people are there are nice. They understand that, they know foreigners, are gonna have language barriers. They don't really look down on people like that. But basically they just, if you just know the basics, like how to say hello and how to say good evening, good afternoon, or good morning or something like that, and you just kind of like they do a lot of bowing, out of respect, and that's pretty much good enough for them. They understand that it's gonna, that they know as foreigners, you don't speak their language and everything, so it's all good. They ain't gonna sweat you over that. So doing well, actually. All right, buddy. I'll see you later. Have a good rest of your night. You do the same, DSN. Thanks for tapping in to the live. And but yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get on off of here, and probably gonna go get some sleep, go catch a nap, because I say a nap because it's only 9 o'clock. So I'm probably gonna get a little rest and just chill. So appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next live. Peace.